He's running. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base. And after a good start to the inning, they can't cap. Digging in, Thomas Gray. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So striding in, Thomas Gray, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Gone!
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even.
Next will be the designated hitter, Zane Barton.
Designated hitter, Zane Barton.
Second. And this will be put away easily for the out. Thomas Gray will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. A leap, but it's off his glove. The relay, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be.
Offense for the Angels. Right fielder, Reimer Liriano.
Here now the 2-2. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just 10-4 the final in this game. Los Angeles jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Parker Bridwell claims the win out of the pen, his first. Cannon Middleton works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
They left 14 men on base. For the Red Sox, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 16 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Big A this afternoon, 45,050. The Angels once again thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Shohei Ohtani starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. And when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one, he threw the ball really, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Striding in for Boston, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ball to third, and they could get two. Fielded by Spain. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Now the first pitch here from Price. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Angels leave 1. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back to beautiful Orange County, California. We get set for the top of the third from Angel Stadium in Anaheim. Next up for the Red Sox, Blake Swihart. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. The 2-2. Softly out toward right. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Thomas Gray. He's 0-for-1 thus far.
Thomas Gray.
First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bradley on the run. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
Corey Spangenberg.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to. Here's Chris Owings now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Shortstop Chris Owings.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as trying to pick things up where he left off. Thomas Gray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there, and he's out. Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Right side. Throw gets him. 2 down. Standing in, Thomas Gray, and a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Boston Red Sox came through when it mattered.
A player is encouraged to keep developing his complementary skills.
Tuesday night. Gene Segura standing in. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Shortstop, Gene Segura.
The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Simmons on to first, and they get the double play. Digging in, Thomas Gray is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Here comes the first pitch. This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Striding in, Adolfo Castro. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. This one's flared off to the right side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And that's out number 1. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Designated hitter, Ben Gamble.
Back up the middle. Gray ranging. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Mitch Haniger, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Runners on the move for second. In there, now the throw. Not in time as he steals second. Digging in, Thomas Gray. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Now in the box, Cameron Perkins. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as Thomas Gray will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Perkins on the move, 1 down. Ready now for L.A. Thomas Gray. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Number 69.
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. But it bends just foul into the second deck. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 7-3 game. Well, one of the narratives of today.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first 2 of this 3-game series, playing for the sweep tomorrow.
Just off the Gene Segura standing in. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 0-1 pitch. To short. Simmons is there. Flips it underhand. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and it's dropped. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they... Digging in now for the Mariners, Dan Vogelbach.
First baseman, Dan Vogelbach.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Chopper up the middle, reined in. There's one. Return throw is in time, and what do you know? They do get the double play. Stepping in, Gene Segura, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Set to deliver the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the second run is in. It's now a 5-1 game. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And they'll just tag him here for the out. And now for the Angels, Thomas Gray. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in once again, Thomas Gray.
Second baseman, Thomas Gray.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Here's Reimer Liriano. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Reimer. Liriano.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Adolfo Castro. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Ready for another shot now, Guillermo Heredia. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now the 1-0. There he goes. That's a strike to throw down. He is not going to get him as he swipes second.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Friday night base. Into the box now, Thomas Gray. He's really been dialed in at the plate lately, having hit safely in his last 19 games.
Yeah, Matty, he's got a chance to go for 20 right here. That's a huge hit streak, and he's done it in a variety of ways. Some damage mixed in with just some nice ABs.
The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Man, the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded, but the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
So digging in now, Adolfo Castro, runner in scoring position with two gone. A bouncer to the left side. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Pitcher executed his pitch.
Striding into the box, Thomas Gray. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? 0-1 the count. Line towards center field. Fowler is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. At the plate, Thomas Gray. First delivery to him on the way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Well, he's certainly not shy, is he? He goes up there looking to be aggressive and takes a big rip right here. Squares it up and lines it for a double that goes all the way to the wall. Great work out of him.
Settling in now, Adolfo Castro. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back safely. The 0-2 home. Heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Drew Glass. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Hard on the ground to second. Gray. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. They're gone in order. Stepping into the box, Thomas Gray bats here with a double and a triple on his line in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Lined hard toward right center. Fowler is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. (3-2) the finish in tonight's game. The Angels took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Ariel Hernandez earns the win, his second. Afternoon baseball. Now batting, Franklin Barreto. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading off
first.
for the A's, third baseman, Franklin.
The 2-2. On the ground out to second. Great. And there's one down now. Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
Oh, and he reaches out for the fastball and drives it with authority the other way to left. And it is gone. A home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Angels have taken a 3-0 lead.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Ready now, Thomas Gray. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fowler's on his horse. Makes the play, 1 away. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. This is skied into short left center. Beckham has a play. And that retires the side. Angels strand 1. But they still lead this.
Now batting, second baseman, Francisco.
And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. In now, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game. Now on a Sunday So coming to the plate, Thomas Gray. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice
Catcher, Martin Maldonado.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Next up for the A's, Jordan Luplow, a base hit in his first trip.
Jordan Luplow.
Here it comes, 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as this. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He has a 3 for 12 line. He's running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Stepping into the box, Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle. He's got it. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Digging in to try it again, Thomas Gray. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to first. Olsen has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is ready for another chance. Tim Beckham, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Looking to keep this a one-run game. Pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is run on. Striding in for Oakland, Jordan Luplow. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be? On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Dwight Myrick has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So stepping in, Thomas Gray. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double. Stepping up to the plate, Martin Maldonado. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. The 0-2 home. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Pesky moves over, 1 away. The throw to third. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play. Thomas Gray will be the first one to greet him now as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. There's a drive out to left center field. 1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3. And he'll get in there safely. So striding forward now, Martin Maldonado. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Hit back up the middle. Beckham is there. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage. Striding forward now is the DH, Chris Davis. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. The 1-2. Is a swing and a high pop-up. Great. Two gone. 11-10 is the end of the line in this score. The Halos. Getting set for evening baseball. Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late. Just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. Two first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
0-2, here it is. Rip toward the gap in right. One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
A minute ago, this thing was tied up, but when you're giving up triples, you're not going to be close for too long. Now a 2-run lead and a base hit away from making it 3.
Now at the plate, Adolfo Castro, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Sent on the ground out to second. Scope has it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Angels 2 and the Orioles nothing. In now for the O's, Jonathan Scope, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here comes the first pitch. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken, the throw. In time as he just gets the tag down. Striding in once again, Thomas Gray. He'll step in to start things out here against Kevin Gossman. First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to first. Cardenas scoops it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. At the plate, Roger Cardenas.
First baseman, number 7, Roger Cardenas.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. At the plate, Thomas Gray. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number. Standing in, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back. Gray leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. And again a throw. Runner back safely. Runners off for second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Angels took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very. We're a few blocks west of the Inner Harbor at Oriole Park here. Stepping up now, Thomas Gray is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this is not the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far through the first 5 games.
Now to the plate, Thomas Gray. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Schoaf is there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Ready now for Baltimore, Roger Cardenas, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90. Ball hit on the ground to shortstop. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into center field, line drive base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And a mistake. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Chang-Ho Song. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 2-2. On the ground out to second. Gray. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the. So striding in, Nicholas Castellanos, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Orioles. Digging in now, Thomas Gray.
Second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard to third. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's the difference. He's not just full happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
The 3-2 pitch. And there he goes towards second. But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away.
How about it?
Ready once again, Reimer Liriano. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. The 1-2. Now both runners are breaking. Bounce to first. Step on the bag for 1. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is Nick Castellanos.
The third baseman, number 9, Nick Castellanos.
Baltimore down to their final strike. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Moore over to his right. But the second baseman calls him off and makes the catch. And this ball game is over. A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score.